Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today, instead of talking about books, I'm going to be bringing you my 29th installment of my horror movie collection series. This is just a series. If you're new to this, it's a series where for the last 28 installments, I've been showing off my horror movie collection with about 10 films per installment, not to make it too long or too, or whatever. And so that being said, let's go ahead and get underway. But before I do that, I want to show you guys something I think is really cool. I got this from Amazon. If you notice the door on my door, you notice the red door. Now this is just a recently painted red door. It was white. And I thought to myself, I want to paint it red. And the reason I want to paint it red, and my wife thinks I'm crazy, is because I am a huge fan of the Haunting of Hill House television series or Netflix series, and The Room with the Red Door. And I'm not going to give away any spoilers. If you've seen Haunting of Hill House, you know what I mean by The Room with the Red Door. And I thought to myself, this door needs a door knocker. And so I went on Amazon. I typed in horror door knockers. All right. And so the one I found, you can't see it, but I've got a coffee table back here that it's a dragon. And then there's a glass top on top of it. So when I was scanning through Amazon and I found this, I just thought to myself, this is absolutely perfect as a door knocker for for this door. Now, of course, it's not going to be on this side of the door; it'll be on the other side of the door. But yeah, I'm going to hang this up later on. I've got to get the screws for it. It actually did not come with screws. Who does that? But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this because I just think this is super cool. So yeah, there you go. This is my door knocker for my red door. And I know some people might go, well, that's not really the horror, it's fantasy, Well, I'm kind of think that if a dragon is chasing you and ready to burn you to a crisp, I'd be pretty horrified. It wouldn't be a fantasy to me. Anyway, that being said, let's go ahead and get underway with the horror movie collection. So, the first one I got is one that a lot of people, I don't mean to say a lot of people. When I first saw this, I asked myself, I said, is this a horror movie? And then I watched it again. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely a horror movie, but it's a very slick and very stylized horror movie. And I'm talking about The Neon Demon. And this stars Elle Fanning, Dakota Fanning's younger sister. And it's directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, or Riven. There's only one vowel in his last name. But it's about this girl that she wants to become a model. She kind of lies about her age. And it's a witchcraft tale. If you really don't know, I don't want to go into too many spoilers about it, but exactly what it is a witchcraft movie. And I didn't realize that when I first watched it, and then I watched it again, I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, it's about this girl that she lies about her age, she wants to become a famous model or be rich or whatever, and these other three girls that are kind of jealous of her fame and her beauty, and so they want to hurt her I'll just stay with hurt her, all right? Yeah, that's how if you haven't seen this, check it out if you haven't seen this. The Neon Demon. All right, moving on. I got an original and a remake here. All right, the original is directed by Kevin S. Tenney. I believe this is from Lordy. I do not remember the day. I am not sure of the exact date of release, but this is Night of the Demons. And this movie is so much fun. This is a awesome, perfect Halloween movie. If you've not seen this, let me read it. I'll read the synopsis to you. It's Halloween night and Angela is throwing a party, but this is no ordinary spook bash. Everybody's headed to Hull House, a deserted funeral home with a shocking secret in its past and something evil alive in its basement. Now the guests are becoming possessed, and this party's treats include tongue ripping, eyeball gouging, gratuitous nudity, bloody dismemberment, and more. Welcome to the blowout where all hell is breaking loose. You're invited to Night of the Demons. And this is one of those that starred all the famous scream queens from during that time. You got Linnea Quigley. Let me see who else we got here. There's some other. Well, no, actually, Linnea Quigley might be the most famous one on this one. But yeah, it's really awesome. really awesome Halloween movie. So yeah, there you go. All right, then I got the remake, and the remake is directed by Adam Girash, and this, of course, is Night of the Demons. Also, same plot, different actors. I don't even know. I won't say this is a shot-for-shot remake, but it's really close. And anyway, this one stars Shannon Elizabeth as Angela, Monica Keena from the Freddy vs. Jason, Diora Baird, I believe, from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. Let me see if there's anybody else. Yeah, just Edward Furlong from the Terminator 2. Yeah, Night of the Demons remake. Okay. All right, moving on with the night stuff. Got from the After Dark Horror Fest, 8 films to die for. This was the first After Dark Horror Fest, and this is Nightmare Man. All right. After receiving a mysterious mask, Ellen Morris believes she was attacked by an evil being she calls Nightmare Man. Her husband, Bill, believes she is crazy. On their way to the mental hospital, their car breaks down and Bill goes to get gas, leaving Ellen alone. When Nightmare Man appears, Ellen takes off into the woods, unsure whether she is hallucinating or not. She stumbles upon a cabin filled with friends who unknowingly become prey the moment Ellen steps inside. Yeah, and let's see, who's in this one? Anybody famous? Scream Queen Tiffany Shepis. Let's see, Blythe Metz, I'm not sure who that is. James Ferris, Hannah Putnam, Jack Sway. Richard Mall. Richard Mall, if you ever saw the TV show Night Court back in the late 70s, early 80s, I believe it was, Richard Mall was the guy that played Bull. He's real tall. He was the bailiff. And he's this big, tall, bald guy. And if you saw the movie House with William Catt, he was actually one of the ghosts in the movie. Or one of the spirits, ghost haunts, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, yeah, this is Nightmare Man. And who's director of this? This is directed by Rolf Kanefsky. All right. And finishing up the night section of this, we have the entire Nightmare on Elm Street collection. This is 8 films here. This does not include the remake of the film. I didn't hate the remake like a lot of people do, but at the same time, you cannot go wrong with the original. It's the go-to. Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. That's the go-to for these movies. So yeah, this one includes Nightmare on Elm Street. The first one, Nightmare on Elm Street. 2, Freddy's Revenge. 3, Dream Warriors. 4, Dream Master. 5, Dream Child. The Final Nightmare, Freddy's Dead. Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and Freddy vs. Jason. So there you go. Pretty awesome. I love this. I love this collection, and I love the packaging on it too. All right, and this one here is directed by Roman Polanski, I believe it is, and this stars Johnny Depp. And this is The Ninth Gate. And this is not a favorite of mine. It's all right. That's all I can say about it. That's it. It's okay. It's all right. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's just all right. Okay. And anyway, he plays this unscrupulous book dealer, and he's trying to find this mysterious book or tome or whatever. The 9 Gates of the Shadow Kingdom. And, of course, all kinds of supernatural and demonic stuff incurs. Who else is in this? I know James Russo, I believe his name is. Oh, God, the print is so small on this. Yeah, Johnny Depp, Lena Olin. Let's see, Frank Langella, Dracula. Yeah. All right, yeah, The Ninth Gate. Directed by Roman Polanski. Definitely not one of Roman Polanski's best films. Okay, moving into the O's, I got one directed by Mike Flanagan, who, of course, directed the fantastic, awesome masterpiece, The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. And I'm going with Oculus. And this stars Karen Gillan, Brenton Thwaites. If you watch the Titans show on DC Universe, he's the guy that plays Robin, or Nightwing now, on the Titans series. Okay. Seeing is deceiving in this disturbingly original horror flick that reflects heart-stopping terror as you've never imagined. It's been 10 years since the lives of siblings Tim and Kaylee Russell were shattered, and Tim was convicted of murdering their parents. Now released from a mental institution, Tim wants to move on, but his sister has other plans. Kaylee blames her childhood nightmare on the Lasser glass, an antique mirror with a grisly history which she intends to destroy by any means necessary, even as the mysterious entity continues to cast sinister spells on anyone who gazes into it. And that is Oculus. All right. Directed by Mike Flanagan. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. All right, next up, this is a remake, I believe. Yeah, it is a remake. I don't even know if I've actually watched this movie. I've heard bad things about it. I'm real bad about it. If I see something that interests me, I just pick it up, and it doesn't matter whether everybody else thinks it's good or bad. I still watch it or still buy it. And that's One Missed Call, and this is the remake of the Japanese, I believe it's Japanese horror film. Anyway, it's kind of along the same lines as The Ring, except with cell phones instead of videotape. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, One Missed Call. Who is in this? I don't even know who is in this thing. Shannon Sossaman, I've heard of her. Ed Burns, Anna Claudia Talanchone, Ray Wise, Azura Sky. Yeah, like I said, I don't even know if I've actually seen this movie. It does not ring a bell. So yeah, One Missed Call. Okay, next up from Dario Argento. I have watched this movie. I've only watched it once. It's been a long time. It is his retelling or rendition, whatever you want to call it, of The Phantom of the Opera, and I'm talking about opera. Okay. When a young opera singer takes over the leading role in an avant-garde presentation of Verdi's Macbeth, she triggers the madness of a crazed fan who repeatedly forces the diva to watch the brutal murders of her loved ones. Will the woman's recurring nightmare hold the key to the identity of the psychopath, or does an even more horrific evil lay waiting in the wings? And that is Dario Argento's opera. Okay. And finally, this movie is so weird. I don't know if it's a great movie or a good movie. I enjoyed it, but is it a good movie? I don't know. I'm talking about Orphan. I mean, I liked it. So I'm going to say, yeah, I think it's a pretty cool movie, a good movie. But it is a weird movie. I don't know why, but my screen just kind of went black. I don't know if that's going to show up on the film or not. But yeah, this is Orphan. Stars Vera Farmiga, who is fantastic, of course. She's always fantastic in any role she plays. Who's her husband? Peter Skarsgård, and the little girl is played by Isabel Furman. And this is one of those just weird. This has one of the weirdest plot twists of any. And it's not so much just weird; it's just preposterous. It's ridiculous, and yet the damn thing works, man. And if you notice, I don't know if anybody knows about this. If you look at how her face looks, this is not the way her face looks in the film. This is a mirror image, so it's completely asymmetrical. In other words, it's like she's like on one side or the other of a mirror, and to give it this kind of weird, creepy look, because your face is not completely symmetrical. Your face is asymmetrical. Of course, I'm sure anybody knows that. But anyway, it's about this family that they adopt this little girl. And she's all sweet and cute and everything, and to begin with, and then these little sinister things start to happen, and they kind of dwell into what's going on with her, and they find out, the more they find out about her, the weirder this movie gets. Anyway, this is it. Orphan, Vera Farmiga, Peter Skarsgård, Isabel Furman. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it. That is my part 29 of my horror movie collection. I know these are not the most popular videos. I don't get a big rating for these. I don't get a lot of views for them, but that's okay. I don't mind. I've got to learn to accept the fact that not everybody's going to like everything I put up here, and I got to learn to do this for me. And I'm not saying that I come first, because I do want to please you guys, but I still got to be able to do these things for me, for my enjoyment also. These videos are the videos I make are kind of my therapy, so to speak. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your evening, or whatever you want to call it. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. Bye.